Hey guys, it's Mantis from Mantis Tech Music, and today we are going over this plugin, the BBE Sonic Maximizer. Hey guys, it's Mantis from Mantis Tech Music, and today we're looking at the BBE Sonic Maximizer. I have actually used this plugin quite a lot, and I actually have the physical rack unit of this, and I have the pedal version of it on my portable guitar rig that I have. And I use this a lot. Oop, what the hell was that? No. Anyway, that was weird. Yeah, I've used this plugin a lot, and my favorite thing to use it on is guitars. I love the clarity it brings to guitars and makes the top end and low end of the guitars pop out really well. It generally scoops the mids in a sense, so by bringing up the top end and bringing up the low end. And I've used it for quite a few things. The thing I read the instructions on how this thing works, and if I'm understanding it correctly, how it makes stuff more clear is that it slows down the higher frequencies to where the bass frequencies are able to catch up. Because I know that a lot of times, like if you've been to a concert or heard something that it just sounds muddy, a lot of the times it's the top end frequencies hitting you at a different time than the lower frequencies. So like for example, at a concert, just because of how like to say if you're standing really far out in a concert, how it tends to get more muddy the further you go out. Sometimes like a bass player, for example, he'll be playing at a higher octave just because the higher octave produces a little bit of higher frequencies, so it'll travel the distance a lot better. So by the time you hear it, it'll actually be a lot more clear versus versus really being muddy. So, and if I understand that correctly, this plugin kind of does that with pretty much anything you throw on it. It's also pretty much they also advertise that it can be like used on everything. You can use on mastering, you can use on guitars, bass, drums, everything. Most of the times I end up just using it on guitars, and once in a while I'll use it on something else like drums and bass. I haven't really, usually it's like one of those plugins that like for the guitars and bass I'll throw it on there, see if it works. If it doesn't work, then I just throw something else on it. But in a lot of cases, yeah, I use this on guitars a lot, just because how much clearer the guitars will cut through a mix. Anyway, so let's get to some examples. I got it on the drums now, and let's play around with it and see what we can get out of it on the drums. Process. Oh yeah, it's definitely bringing out the sparkle in the snare and the cymbals. Yeah, I'll leave it at the halfway point in the low contour. Oh yeah, it's definitely making it sound deeper now. Right around there. Okay. I like that. Okay. I'm going to bypass it. And that's what it sounds like when it's on. That sounds awesome, especially on this particular kit. I am using the IK Multimedia. I'm using one of their drum machines. I'm kind of experimenting with it, so I'm kind of seeing where I can use it and where can I apply it in different projects and stuff like that, in clients' projects. But yeah, on this kit, it sounds amazing. So yeah, let's move it over to guitar and see what sounds we can get out on guitar. Okay, let's see what it sounds like on guitars now. Oh, one guitar at least. It definitely brings out the brilliance from the top end on the guitar. Generally, there is where I normally put it in most cases. Bring up the low end. Yeah, you can generally hear it's kind of like scooping the mids in a sense, like it's just bringing up the top end and bringing up the low end. But it's definitely making it much more clear to hear in the mix. Like it's definitely much more clear and it's sitting in a little bit of a better spot. Gonna bypass it. That's what it sounds like when it's on. That sounds awesome. Okay, I guess we'll bring it over to the bass now and see what sounds we can get out of the bass guitar. There you go. Now I got it on the bass guitar, and let's play around with it and see what sounds we can get out of it. That level of deepness you can get out of it. I'm gonna leave it right around there. Oh, it's definitely bringing out that pick scrape. I am using a pick when I'm playing the guitar on this particular track. I'll jump back and forth between a pick and just using my fingers depending on what sounds the best. But yeah, and this one is definitely bringing out that pick scrape, and I really like that. I'll leave it right there. Let's bypass it. Now it's on. I really like how that sounds. That sounds awesome. Like I primarily use this on guitars, but like on this particular drum track and this particular bass track, it sounds really freaking good. So yeah, like I said, most of my experience is using it on guitars, and not so much mastering. I'm gonna avoid doing any mastering examples on this one just because I don't really have enough experience to kind of like know how to manipulate it for a mastering track. But on all the instruments, yeah, I've played around with it a lot more, especially guitars. So yeah, let's maybe get some stuff set up and we'll see what it sounds like on a mix. Okay, so now I have it on the drums, the bass guitar, the left guitar, and the right guitar. So let's see how it sounds together. So yeah, that's how it sounds. I really like this plugin a lot, and like I said, I use it on guitars all the freaking time. It's awesome, and yeah. If anybody wants me to do the review on the physical version of it or the guitar pedal version of it, let me know in the comments. I mean, it's essentially pretty much the same thing. And I mean, if anything, the physical versions don't have the set knob, so, but they pretty much have all the other knobs. But yeah, if you guys want me to do like like a review on the physical stuff, let me know. Other than that, this has been Mantis from Mantis Tech Music. Like and subscribe, and see you in the next video.